Happy New Year, orchid loving friends. It's Deb. We have made it. I hope that all of you had a wonderful wrap up to 2020 and you were able to share some holiday time with family and friends, as well as some downtime for yourself. I took a couple weeks off of social media, all social media, so I'm very happy to say that was surprisingly easy, but I'm back on. You can't leave for long, right? So it's been a while since my last video, and I am so happy to share this with you. So this is Marlowe. This is my Fusheng Pink Pearl, the stem rot survivor who has come back and given me these beautiful, you get out of there, Leaf, these beautiful blooms. Look at her. Oh my goodness. That gorgeous yellow in her throat. Now this light does not do her justice. She is a deep burgundy, very velvet texture on her petals. I'm so happy to see these blooms again. So she has given me four blooms on this spike, and you know what? I am super happy that she did anything. It was a little touch and go with her for a little while. So wonderful there. My Brasidiums are doing really well. They are coming through. I got a new growth on the back of this one. These growths are maturing, starting to mature quite lovely. So happy about that. This is my monster fowl. I have a transition video. Darn it. And I'm not going to talk too much about it because I'm going to post the transition video. But that's it happening over here in this little corner. And I've subsequently decided I'm going to keep this little setup over here. My fern is absolutely loving this bit of extra artificial light. There's no drafts, there's nothing happening over here, so I'm going to keep this display area over here. Just means I have another display area over there I can work with. Over here in the main shelf, the dynamic duo in their full glory. This is Chingrui's gold staff, and I wish the camera could pick up all the gorgeous little diamond, like shimmery little flecks in the flower, because she's just so beautiful. I should have called her Rihanna, because, you know, the whole diamond thing. Anyway, they're doing really well. And my Shilleriana. So I think she still had buds in my last video. I have a bloom. I am sad to say that I only ended up with one. I had burned her. I moved her completely, well, not completely, but just to a different area, and her 4 other buds blasted and left me with just this one, but that's okay. I'll take it. She is so pretty, just that delicate pink with all the little freckles. She's so gorgeous. The true picture of moth orchid. So beautiful. So what else do I have going on the main shelf? On the main shelf here, I don't have anything else in spike or bloom, but I do have some new growth here on my den fowl. This was the newest growth from the oldest bulb, which was quite surprising. And now over here, I have a new growth coming off this cane. This is the newest. This was the last growth, which has definitely surpassed the other ones. So I'm not 100% sure on where that next bloom is going to come from, whether it's going to come from, you know, this one or whether it's going to come from this newest one, but I'm looking forward to seeing that bloom in the spring time, that's for sure. And this crazy root, this crazy huge root on my Vandacostylis. It's massive. I think it's so cool when the roots pop out like that, but I don't know if that means that now she's going to start dropping her bottom. Like I did have one leaf come off here, but it's oh, I gotta get that. But whether or not the rest of the bottom leaves will start dropping because that root comes out there, I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't have anything else in bloom or spike here. But up top, I have some more buds on my Matuo Diamond Black. That one is starting to open up. This Phalaenopsis is new to me. I just picked her up in 2020. So her first bud, her first bloom didn't last very long, just a couple weeks before it dropped. So that one, her second one, has been on for at least 6 weeks now. So hopefully that first one dropping was just a result of, change of environment or something like that. But the buds were just starting to form when I got her, so I'm not sure. But in my last video, I shared that this little one here had a tiny little spike happening, and this is where we're at now. So her last bloom, her spike went on for days and days and days before buds actually started forming. I don't think that's going to happen this time. She's a lot closer to the light than where I previously had her. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to her little blooms happening there too. Oh, Jaja. I should give you a little update on Jaja. So here she is. She went from like one root left to a whole bunch. Yeah, so very happy about her. 2 new leaves forming there, and she was so floppy and so desperately dehydrated. I'm happy to say that these older leaves are now quite firm, so she is doing a really good job with hydrating herself again. She's going to look funny as she continues to grow because, this leaf really hasn't gotten much bigger than it is. So she's going to end up with a couple little funny tiny leaves as she keeps going. But I'm going to pop her back in here. And then this was my other rootless girl. This was Freckles, the little discount girl I got that ended up just dropping all of her blooms and dumping all of her roots within a couple of weeks after I got her. So very happy to share this update with you as well. So she also put out a couple new leaves and some great roots starting here too. Not starting, but progressing, with a couple starting in the back. So there's a little update about her. Happy about those. I have no more orchids in ICU, so super happy about that. That's all for out here in this grow space. Let's pop over to the IKEA cabinet. And here we go. So my Vandacostylis Pinky, I'm not sure what the heck is happening here. So she had 3 spikes, 2 of which dried up, and then this third one started to actually progress a little bit. So it got a little bit bigger after I had put her here in the IKEA cabinet where, she's getting way more humidity. It's way warmer, more of the climate that she's used to, I think. But since then, that spike has not done anything. Now, it's not dried up. It's still very, it's still, I mean, it still looks healthy, but it's just not doing much. So I'm not sure if it's going to, do the same thing and dry up, but it's definitely not done anything in the last couple of weeks. She has, some new down there at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it, but down here at the bottom, she's got a new nub popping out there, which I think will just be another growth off of her, but not necessarily a flower spike. So I'm a little bummed about that, but we'll see what happens. Just keep my eye on her. Eventually, I think she'll be happy enough to do something. My Samara, her spike is doing so well. Look at the gorgeous leaf coming along there too. I just love the color, the shine. Look how shiny that is. Her spike is coming along fine. Another one of the slow growers. So it's not progressing at a rapid pace like the hybrid Phalaenopsis does, that's for sure, but she is doing just fine, doing her thing, growing at her own pace. My Hieroglyphica, she had 4 blooms on that spike. They have dropped, but that's okay because we got a couple more buds here that are very close to opening and a couple more spikes that will also give me some pretty blooms. My vanilla in the back, yes, still in moss, haven't transferred. My Prosecca, hopefully I will see something happening here on this sheaf as soon as that bulb finishes maturing. It is quite small, so I'm not sure what will happen, but it'd be really cool to see something there. See the mold on that rotting root? So I'm going to need to pull her out and give her a good clean. Probably do that tomorrow. But lots of new roots popping out on her, and very happy to say that too. And then this little girl, this is my Miltassia. Nothing happening over here other than the progression of this beautiful growth. It's coming along so nicely. I think she's loving it here in the cabinet too. Down here, this is funny. Look at, ooh, the spike is taller than the shelf. My little jewel. So, I mean, you don't buy them for the flower, that's for sure. You buy them for this gorgeous, gorgeous pattern and color on the leaves. Unfortunately, my camera is not going to pick up the bright gold flecks in those lightning bolt patterns, but she's got such beautiful vibrant coloring, so it's kind of cute to see a little flower spike on her. My little Deliciosa. Nothing really happening there other than lots of new roots happening, and her newest leaf has more green than purple. So that tells me that she's liking her lighting conditions here on the lower shelf. So Santa put a little something in my stocking, little gift certificate for some more orchids in the near future. I'll probably wait another month and then start shopping and shipping again. The places where I've been purchasing from, they do have a little bit colder of climate, so I definitely don't want anything to get stuck in transit. So I think another month, or maybe even March, it'll be safe to order a few more. I got lots of room here to fill. So, as always, thanks for watching. Do take care, and looking forward to talking soon. Bye now.